So guys, this will be some update on my last video with the title A Flow Battery with No Moving Parts. So in my last video I make some really simple flow battery in which the electrolyte movement was driven by the magnetohydrodynamic principle. But yeah, like you see over here, I use some really simple cell configuration where the electrolyte was in a petri dish, and because the electrolyte was not separated to the positive and negative area, for this reason the electrolyte was mixed together over the time. Here you can clearly see that some zinc was electroplated on the negative electrode, and on the positive side of the cell some polyiodine species are created. But like I said before, the electrolyte was started to mixing together over the time. But now in this video, I want to assemble a cell where the electrolyte is separated to the catalyte and anolyte while still using the magnetohydrodynamic drive principle for the electrolyte flow. So I'm really curious what I will get, and yeah, so let's go to the process. Okay, great, my housing is ready. So here I have this cell housing which is printed with the resin printer, and for the resin I use some standard ABS like resin from Anycubic. And through here I have the base which is printed with the PLA. Here in the middle I will insert the magnet, and then this cell housing will go on the top of this base, like so. And then here and here I will put the anolyte and the catalyte, and here in the middle will be the cell. So here I have the magnet. And now for the positive and negative electrode, I will simply use two pieces of these graphite plates. So these kind of graphite plates you can really simple buy on eBay. Really nice. But before I will place these two electrodes into this housing, I also need to insert some separator or membrane here on the middle. And because I already get some ion exchange membrane from the company called Ion Power, for this reason I was thinking that I will try this membrane to see how it will perform. So here I have some piece of this ion exchange membrane, which actually this one was actually developed for the vanadium redox flow batteries. But anyway, I will try this one, this membrane in this zinc iodine battery. So this I just simply insert here on the middle, like so. But I think that it is better, I mean it will be better if I glue everything. So this way I will prevent any crossover of the electrolyte. Here I have my 5-minute epoxy, and I need just a little bit. Oops, this is already too much. Okay, I think that this will be fine. Now I need to wait around 20 minutes that the epoxy will be fully dry. And meantime, I will also increase the surface area of the positive electrode, because better will be the surface area, better will be also the power output of the battery. And for this reason, this graphite plate I will coat with some activated carbon paint in this area. So how to make this activated carbon paint, the link to the video will be in the video description. And now I will also add 2 mol of zinc iodide electrolyte. Okay guys, here is my finished magnetohydrodynamic float cell. Here in the middle I have 2 graphite plates for the electrodes. The positive graphite plate is coated with activated carbon paint, and in the middle I use some ion exchange membrane, and below this housing I also have my magnet. So right now the cell is connected to my power supply, and yeah, now I will try to run this cell. For the first I will use the same voltage which I used in my previous video, which is 2 volts, and then I will see what I will get. So right now the voltage is 2 volts and around 300 milliamps. Really nice. So actually the electrode flow is a bit slow, but anyway. And you can also see some zinc which is electroplated on the negative graphite plate. It's a little bit hard to focus. Okay guys, this will be enough of charging. Now I will disconnect the cell from my power supply. And now what I will do, I will first measure what will be the voltage and short current of this cell. The voltage is 1.26 volts, and now I will also measure the current. I will go to 10 amps. And I get 0.5 amps or 500 milliamps. And now the electrode flow will be opposite. No, this way. So guys, this was my first real magnetohydrodynamic flow battery where the catalyte and the anolyte are separated. So guys, that's it for now, and we see us in the next video. Bye.